In this video, I'm going to show you how you can take your earlier floor plan and convert this into a 3D model. We're going to continue where we left off. We're going to clean up the lines and convert this entire line work into a 3D floor plan. Alright, so let's get started. First thing you want to do is by selecting all these lines and then exploding them. This will break all the lines into individual lines. It will be broken up into pieces like this, because we want to start grouping these lines together. Like for example, this lot over here, when I select them, can you see it's kind of selecting all these lines as well? So we want to take this and group them all together, then join this in one complete line. That would allow us to extrude them later on. So select this bunch of lines over here. Then you realize that, you see, these two lines are kind of a lot longer than what it needs to be. So I'm going to split them. We use the split function located here. So split is like the cousin of trim. I'm going to click on split over here, or you can just type it in. Select objects to split. I'm going to select these two lines. Right? Press enter when done. You can press enter, or you can right click. Select cutting objects, select this line here. Then press enter when done, right click or enter. This line has been split up. This is fantastic because right now I can go ahead and select this entire bunch over here. I'll press join. It's joined into two closed curves. What that means is that this curve is joined followed by this one here. So if I will go on to this area here, this line needs to be splitted, okay, so that I can select this bunch. The key here is to identify the bunches. Select this whole bunch here. I'm going to have to split this area here and this area here. How you go about identifying. What I like to do is to select all of them in a bunch and then figure out. That saves me a lot of time. I'm going to select this line. I have to split this. Click on the split function. Select objects to split this line. Press enter and done. Select cutting objects, this one, and there you go, split up. All right. So do the same thing. Right click to repeat the command. This is very handy. Repeat the last command. You just immediately right click and you can see it goes right back into the split command. Select this line, split it, select the cutting object, cut, and there you go. And now I'm going to select this bunch. I just need to deselect this. Press down the control key and then you click on this line. Okay, now I've got this selected. I'll join it. Okay, you can type join or click this button here. Alright, join into one closed curve and one open curve. One close and one open. Is that all closed up? Yeah, it looks like it's all closed up. Fantastic. I'm going to take this third bunch over here. Alright. Use control to deselect these lines here. Now I can go ahead and join it. I'm holding shift to select multiple bunches so they can all be selected together. Now I've got three big bunches, which is fantastic, which I'm left with this here, here, and that. And of course, all the internal small walls and windows. Sometimes you might need to draw additional lines because this line is being used by this bunch. Just draw an additional line there, reselect this bunch, and then join them up. This is how you go about bunching them together. So same with this. Can you see it's lacking this line here and this line here? Go in. Okay, draw in those two lines. Deselect this and join it up. This one here, I'm just going to go ahead and draw up these two lines. Join that. I think I've got everything. Yeah, fantastic. Even this bunch is together. Right, I've done this section over here. Don't go ahead and join this again because that allows you to later extrude your walls easily. Okay, I think you get the idea. You need to go around and start joining up all these lines. Now I've joined up all the lines. If you have reached this point where you have bunched all the lines up together, congratulations. Now we're going to move on to the next part. I'm going to exit the top view. I'll go into my perspective view. Alright, and this is where things get really nice and satisfying after all the hard work. I'll select one bunch of lines like this. I'll go to solid, extrude planar curve, and straight. When you see this here, include self-intersecting curves, just say yes. I'm going to figure out the issue later on. Then I'll type 2600. Okay, that's 2600. Now I'm going to turn on the preview. by clicking on this shaded viewport over here, and let's check the issues. Okay, it looks like there are no issues here. There's probably some overlapping lines, so that's what happens. But other than that, it seems pretty cool. Now this bunch here contains a void. What you want to do is select both these lines together, and to do that you hold down shift. Solid, extrude planar curve, straight. Go ahead and infer from this previous wall, so I don't have to type it in. I can just point to that wall and click, and the next set of lines are up. I'm gonna extrude again, this time right click, because I have done this function a few times before, and you can just easily repeat it by right clicking. As you can see, I'm pulling up all the main walls first, and then I'll do the windows later on. This one here. I'm going to extrude this. Yeah, all the walls have now been extruded, and now you get like a 3D floor plan. Alright, so I'm going to just change this color here. Alright, you can start editing the floor plan from here on out. So I hope you enjoyed the video.